Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ludo from iBeBot. So sorry, I have to apologize. I will not talk about blockchain today, nor machine learning, but we'll talk about products. So one of the problems that we encounter today is we spend most of our time in-house and not outside. And then most of the pollution, we're spending 90% of our life in-house, and pollution is inside and not outside. So we're starting to think about how can we have a better information about what's happening inside of my house, inside of my environment, and have a better living about it. So pollution can come from different things inside of the home, whether it's a smoke, whether it's products that you're using. And then we're starting to work around the products around there and then thinking, what can we do for understanding better home? And then we come up with the first product, which is called Air Comfort, which is pretty much air sensors, where we are on this product measuring temperature and humidity and other different elements, and then being able to then start to give information about what's happening inside of the home and take care of what you care for. So whether you're a mother, then you care about the sleeping of the children. Whether you're a shopper, you care about your leathers and your shoes. Whether you are thinking about the different environment of that home. We pick up all the data, and then we're able then to work up on what is the information about internal air quality versus external air quality, and then being able to give better information. So let's say I'm in Hong Kong, I can see there's a cloud of pollution coming up from China. Then we can see, okay, it's 35 degrees inside of the home. It's about time for you to close your window, put up the aircon on. But we go further than that, okay? Our apps are able to give some information, and but we want to go a little more down on the road. So we have on each product, we are looking at horizontals. The first horizontals that we have on the Air Comfort is taking care about the home. Okay, so what is information? Then we have hobbyculture that we have been working on for the last couple of months, which is picking up, especially in the US with the fact that you can grow marijuana. And then we develop a special app for hobbyculture to help people to understand the different stages of growth. Same, we have been another horizontal, which is about farming, where actually cows and cattle and chickens have a stress based on environment information. So based with the same sensors, we can look about what's happening inside of a farm and then give better information to the farmers about managing the environment, leveling the stress index of the animals, have a better elements. And then we even go down to pharmaceuticals. So basic transportation of pharmaceuticals, transportation of organs. From horizontals, then we will look at verticals around our product line. So now we're starting with temperature and humidity. Then we want to build up new products, which include CO2, VOC, and PM 2.5.
Okay, thank you very much. So judges, go ahead.
Thank you. My first question would be, how many have you sold, or what's the stage? How many people are using those? What is the stage you're in?
Okay, so these products have been into manufacturing for over a year now. So we have been shipping about 10,000 products worldwide. We have been a big growth has been happening in the last 6 months, actually, on what we have been concentrating on hobbyculture. So this is pretty much an horizontal that we didn't see coming, and then actually we have been really working a lot on, and where we can actually, apart from just selling the products and giving the app for free, is we start to sell in-app purchase for people to put more products inside of the in-app purchase. And the same thing's happening for agriculture, for cows and farming, where actually we are putting a system online for the people to see all the sensors inside of the farms and being able to map all the farms and then seeing what's happening.
Thanks. Yeah, my question is more on, a continuation of what he said is, where do you see the demand coming from today for those different industries you are targeting, and how do you adapt your strategy?
Okay, so the demand, so we're pretty much starting at B2B2C for the products, but IoT products is difficult to sell actually in retail. So we are pretty much now moving to for B2B, but B2B2C in a very, I would say, focused elements. So for growing plants, we are going for growing shops, actually, across the different markets. And for agriculture, we are going for pharmaceutical companies. So we are going pretty much to the B2B in order to push the product down the road.
You given any thought to how to monetize the data?
So at the moment, we will monetize the services, but we are collecting all the data. So down the road, but we need to be able to keep enough data in order to have the data important. So at the moment, with about 10,000 products, we have about 600 million intents of data. And I think that it will be interesting once we reach the couple of billion instances of data in order to be able to manage it and then being able to monetize it.
Can you describe your team and what's your right to win as a team?
Okay, so basically the team, iBeBot is coming from another company, mentors from another company, which has been specialized in hardware, making hardware into China and IoT. So we have a very good mentors helping us to building up those products at a very low cost into China, so in order to target the markets. Then we have within the team designers, so which is taking care pretty much of the design of the apps, UX, UI, and the product itself, and a very strong marketing team.
Okay. I think we are done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So thank you, iBeBot.